Finally tonight, our Persons of the Week. The President asked Americans to make this September 11th a day of national service. Mrs. Obama issued a challenge to George Washington University. She said if students there do 100,000 hours of community service this year, she will speak at their graduation. All fitting, for what happened 8 years ago brought out the best in Americans. After that day, thousands came to New York to help the city recover. So tonight, our Persons of the Week are New Yorkers trying to pay back that kindness.
New York Says Thank You takes New York City firefighters, Ground Zero construction workers, 9/11 family members who experienced both the tragedy of 9/11 but also the humanity of 9/12.
We'll work as long as we're capable of working.
New Yorkers would never forget what people from small towns all across the country did for us in our time of need.
Okay, we'll be there.
Thank you. So every year on the 9/11 anniversary, we show up somewhere in the country where there was a disaster and help folks rebuild.
Can we lift it up and put it on these two?
This year, Jeff Parness, the founder of New York Says Thank You, headed to Iowa to the Little Sioux Boy Scout camp. Last summer, that camp was destroyed by a tornado, and 4 scouts were killed. Charlie Vitchers was one of those who went to Iowa. 8 years ago, he was supervising the recovery effort at Ground Zero.
We're getting it done.
Now he's supervising the building of the camp's new chapel, using trees knocked down by the tornado.
Nice to meet you.
What it's given me is a great sense of satisfaction that I'm not the only one in the world that wants to get out there and help other people get back a little hope from a disaster that has occurred in their life.
This is Brian Fitzpatrick's 6th year saying thank you. He's a New York City firefighter who was at Ground Zero when the towers fell.
Anytime there's a tragedy, whether it be natural, man-made, it's still a tragedy. And the way that everybody helps themselves heal is through things like this.
Boy Scout Christian Jones watched a friend die after the tornado hit.
It means healing. It means looking to the future. It's a very good thing for me to be able to say, yeah, I was here, I helped build this chapel, and this chapel has helped me to kind of come to terms with what happened.
Thank you guys for letting us be here to share this with you.
Every year, New York Says Thank You's projects get bigger as people from previous year's projects volunteer for the next one.
You wouldn't believe it. I mean, it was probably 30 people on the first trip, and you look around, I dare to say there's probably 500-600 people here now.
Wherever they go next year, I'll be there.
As long as I'm capable physically and mentally to continue doing this, I will.
Arnell Petrzalka helped dedicate the new chapel. Her son Ben was one of the 4 scouts who died.
When the storm left, it left a valley of tears. It left a lot of sorrow. This chapel is now a place to catch those tears.
New York Says Thank You! And so we choose the men and women of New York Says Thank You, volunteers who help keep alive all that is the best in America. And that is World News for this Friday. I'm Charlie Gibson, and I hope you had a good day. For all of us at ABC News, have a great weekend.